Hello YouTube and greetings Beybladers! Welcome, blessings and well wishes from the shrine to you. Hope you're having a great day today. And today what are we going to do? We are going to be doing an unboxing of the Wyvern Gale BX-24 random booster, and we are going to get a GB. So without further ado, let's open this. I have this one box. So are we going to get the prize? So out of 6 possible combinations, will we get the prize? Let's find out. Okay, so alright. So what do we have here? We have the Wyvern Gale, and in this booster, what do we have? We have of course, the Wyvern Gale, the prize bay, the second Wyvern Gale. And then we have the Night Lance, the Viper Tail, and Leon Claw Recolor, and also another Wizard Arrow. And yep, alright, let's quickly open this up. What do we have? We have the prize bay! Alright, let's open this up. Alright, so don't forget, once again, the QR code, keep the QR code, and the app should be coming out first quarter of 2024, and which is coming soon. Don't throw this away. Okay, so before putting together before putting together the Wyvern Gale, let's look what's new. So this is a skill up guide with the Baylogger or whatever, and also new item. We have talked about this in our Phoenix Wing video. The shape looks pretty interesting, so it's coming out January 27, so keep a lookout. I will try to get my hands on this as well. Alright, let's get down to business, and first let's have a look at the blade, right? The Wyvern Gale blade. And look at how beautiful the shape is. Okay, so like the idea of this is like it has this downwards curving blade, right? So it'll be very good for like counter attacking. I mean, that's the idea of this blade, I believe. And oh man, look at the clear green plastic. However, just looking at this blade, for one little thing that do bother me a bit, which I think will require a bit of testing, is that the launcher hooks, right? It seems like you see the blade, right? This is the blade and this is the blade, so there's probably gonna be some slight wobble. I mean, like it doesn't seem like the weight is nicely distributed, so there may be some wobbling issues with this, right? Yeah, but I mean, we'll have to test this out, just to see how it behaves. Yes, hello. Okay, so this is Amai Kohi from the future. There's one more little thing about this blade which I forgot to mention, right? Which is the ratchet, the place where you put the ratchet, right? So it does have this very weird 3 protruding bits. So I'm not sure if this was intentional or was some kind of mistake which they try to fix post-production. Because why do I say this, right? Is that if we were to compare, right, this is the normal ratchet hole, right? So if I were to line them up, not sure if you can see this, right? The Wyvern Gale has a much wider. Look at how much this space there is, right? Here and here, right? It is actually much wider for the place to put the ratchet. So this would mean, right, this is actually pretty loose, right? So when I put my ratchet on, right, without the bit, you can see it's actually, it moves up and it even moves up and down, right? So what this means for the ratchet health, the burst resistance, we really have to see, right? I'm not sure if this was intentional, but yeah, look at how wide this is, and as compared with the same ratchet, I'm gonna put this on this wizard arrow, right? You see, it's not moving as much. Yeah, I mean, it's still a little bit loose, but this is a 580 on this thing. But with the bit, once it locks in, right, yeah, it's not moving as much. Whereas as compared to the Wyvern Gale, right, it's already pretty loose. With the bit, look at this. It's still very loose. Okay, but anyway, let's back to testing to see how this performs in the stadium. We have the ratchet, right? This is a 580 ratchet to go together with the Wyvern Gale, and I mean, this is not a new ratchet like the Phoenix Ring 960, so this is 580. So yep, another 580 that we can use. And finally, the gear ball. Alright, this is how the gear ball looks like. It's basically a ball with the gears extended downwards, right? So later we will do a test launch to see how this behaves. However, yeah. Okay, so let's put together the bait. And then now looking at the ratchet, the 580 ratchet that comes with this, right? So you see that we have this much space exposed. So the ratchet feels pretty exposed. Right, and so the ratchet positioning, right? Because I feel that this might be pretty lopsided because of here, right? So again, this is just my theory on how to put a ratchet, but I would try to put it this way, where the rest of the ratchet is away from this point. The launcher hook is just here. Alright, so you would probably want to distribute the rest of the weight away from this point. Okay, so anyway, just to compare, right? So looking at this much space, right? So let's just have a comparison. Okay, so this is like a drum dagger on a low flat, right? Drum dagger on a low flat, and then to put it flat against. Okay, so look at the height difference, like just on the low flat. Right, if you're going up against a low flat opponent, right? Your ratchet is pretty exposed, right? All it takes is just a slight tilt, and you have complete, just a little bit of a slight tilt. You have already like a complete exposed ratchet, and your blades are not really doing much to parry off the attack, right? And let's say if I were to go up against a wizard arrow, right? Wizard arrow on the ball, right? So this is the height difference that you'll see, right? So the Wyvern Gale itself is pretty tall, a pretty tall blade. The entire design just makes it pretty tall, right? So just again, right? Just a slight tilt from your opponent, right? You're already leaving your ratchet exposed. Yeah. So there is this to take into consideration. Okay, and so with that in mind, right, let's just go to the stadium, and we will see how this performs against like the other standard combos that people would like to use. All right, let's go. Okay, so a test launch with the Wyvern Gale. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so it does stay pretty centered. And spins pretty stable. Right. The entire idea with the Wyvern Gale, right, is that it will hit, counter attack by going into the attack line, the extreme line, and then performing counter attack. So we're gonna go up against a drawn dagger on the low flat, just to see how this performs against a lower opponent. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so with the advantage of the ball having a bit more stamina, so let's try again. That was a spin finish. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Oops. Okay, let's try. Alright, so let's try again. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so it seems like it's been holding up pretty well. Yeah, the dual launching takes a bit of stamina as a shoot power. So I'm gonna launch this separately. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! And there, drum 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so against in a much more realistic shoot power, yeah, the Wyvern Gale seems to stand up pretty well against the attacks from the drawn dagger. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1. What? Okay, let's try this again, right, to simulate the more accurate launching power of people. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Wow! Okay, very nice counter from the Wyvern Gale. Let's have Wyvern Gale go up against the Wizard Arrow 460 on the ball, against a Wyvern Gale on the gear ball. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so the gears on the ball may actually be taking away stamina from itself. Alright, so let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Okay, so barely spin finish. Okay, so now once again to simulate the closer launch power of players, let's launch them on both separately. 3, 2, 1, shoot! there seems to be a lot of hits from the wizard arrow to the ratchet. Alright, so from a few times, right, I was managed to catch a glimpse of how the wizard arrow may actually manage to get under the blade, pushed up the, managed to get under the blade, pushed up, and like the Wyvern Gale was jumping quite a bit from the attacks. So, well, take away what you will, but to me, I feel like that's not a very good sign. Alright, so let's try this again. Wyvern Gale against wizard arrow. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. This time I will launch a wizard arrow first. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Alright, and from just now the contact, Wyvern Gale burst first before the wizard arrow. That was just a slight touch, man. Okay, so let's try this again. Wizard arrow, 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Okay, and for the last battle, we are going to see how this behaves against a Night Shield 580 on the middle. So Wyvern Gale against Night Shield 580 on the middle. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay, alright, so let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Nice counter. Okay. But that counter took away a lot of stamina from the Wyvern Gale. See, just to simulate a more closer to actual shooting power. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Scraping from the Night Shield costed it. Okay, so let's try again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! What? Flying F? Okay, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Come on, Wyvern Gale. Alright, so one special match, we're gonna see how Phoenix Wing on the gear ball goes up against Wyvern Gale on the gear ball. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Okay. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! And a burst. final thoughts on the Wyvern Gale. What can I say? The Wyvern Gale seems to burst pretty easily, so a high setup like this, like a 580, wouldn't work. You want to go something lower, so maybe in the future we'll get something like a 40, like maybe like a 540, 340. Maybe then I feel like the Wyvern Gale will be good, right? Because of the blades, right? So I wasn't able to capture this on camera, but I did play this with some friends. So shout outs to Game Academy for allowing me to buy the Wyvern Gale booster because it first came to the shop and I was able to get my hands on the Wyvern Gale booster. I managed to get the prize bay. So while at Games Academia, I was able to test this against some people on the lower setup, right? It does seem to burst the opponents a lot more who are using the 80 series, but that could be just also like a lot of factors really affect the performance of this blade, right? Like this tends to be able to burst the opponent a lot more as an attacking bay, right? Does it do what it does as advertised? I mean, yeah, sure, like the gimmick of the counter attacking going to the extreme line, yes, but at the same time there's a very huge glaring weakness that we all see, which is how easy it is to burst this. So the burst resistance is very low, so for this bay, I would feel like it's a very high risk, high reward type of play. Like it's either you burst your opponent and you extreme them, or you suffer the consequences of being bursted. So take away what you will from this video. However, I still do recommend getting this. Like it's always good to have an extra blade, and also considering how Wyvern Gale, how beautiful this looks. Right, so I will definitely be doing some testing with this to see how I can make this, how to make this work. Right, because there's definitely going to be some testing needed on this blade. Right, I really loved. Like, don't get me wrong, I really love the whole idea, the concept of this blade, but just that in practice, something is missing. Right, so yeah, I'll continue testing this and we'll find out, and I'll share my findings with you guys, what I feel, as in like if there's any breakthrough I can find with this blade. Alright, so anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Alright, if you guys found this video helpful, please share, please leave a like, leave a comment, and do subscribe to stay tuned to my future videos. And also I'll be doing a giveaway, Phoenix Wing, and so stay tuned for that. Right, so anyway, see you, bye bye. Huga chaga huga huga.